Hi, welcome to this platform for Sensor Academy, either the YouTube channel or the Facebook page. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel and that it is your first time, consider subscribing, turn on the notification bell in order to get notified when next I post any video. If you're watching this on our Facebook page, leave a comment, share the video, and tag others, especially the 2024 GCE candidates awaiting for chemistry exam, as this video may help out in terms of a proper pace, trying to build on self-reliance as well as self-revision. In today's brief tutorial, we're going to consider Science Paper 2, that's supposed to be understood as chemistry, and we're going to place our focus through the 2022 GCE exam. Our main target is question 4. Since it says B4, this so much means the question is from section B. This concept in today's tutorial will be under the understanding of acids, bases, and salts, and also knowing how to illustrate an ionic equation. So on A, it says, what is the major characteristic feature of an acid? We cannot go any further to answer this question minus having to understand basically or chemically how to define an acid. An acid can be defined as a substance which, when dissolved in water or aqueous solution, can be able to produce hydrogen ion as the only positively charged ion. So what is the major characteristic feature of an acid? Since an acid always will produce a proton or hydrogen ion when dissolved in, that is, aqueous solution or water, then the major characteristic feature of an acid is the ability to donate a proton, or the major characteristic feature of an acid is the hydrogen ion or presence of hydrogen ion. So we're going to say the ability to donate a proton. A proton is supposed to be understood as hydrogen ion. So the ability to donate a proton, or in other simple languages, we can only simply say the presence of hydrogen ion. What basically decides an acid's nature is the presence of hydrogen ion, which can be produced as the only positively charged ion. Then B, explain what is meant by each of the following terms. We've got first one, weak acid. A weak acid such as acetic acid is an acid which is going to ionize partially when dissolved in water or aqueous solution. So we're going to say this is an acid that partially ionizes in water or aqueous solution. We can say this is an acid that partially, that's why it's a weak acid. This is an acid that partially ionizes in water or aqueous solution. Vice versa, the opposite is going to be true. A strong acid is an acid which, when dissolved in water or aqueous solution, will simply ionize completely and thereby produce hydrogen ion as the only positively charged ion. So I'm going to say this is an acid that completely ionizes in water or aqueous solution. A good example can be dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid. This is an acid that completely ionizes in water or aqueous solution. C. Write equations to show the ionization of dilute sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is a combination of a radical called sulfate and hydrogen. By that I mean we're going to have hydrogen, and this is going to be sulfuric acid. So this too is coming as a result of hydrogen on the periodic table has a valence of 1, since it only has one electron, which it can either lose or gain in order to be stable. Then, when we talk about a sulfate is a radical. A radical is a compound that cannot exist on its own, except it can only exist while combined with other elements or compounds. So this radical has a valence of 2. If we cross multiply, this will be H times 2. This is hydrogen 2. Then 1 times sulfate, it's a sulfate. So that is the chemical formula for hydrogen sulfate, chemically known as sulfuric acid. So then we're going to write sulfuric acid. We're going to put here aqueous. And when ionizing substances and writing them ionically, you can only ionize a substance in aqueous. You do not ionize a substance in solid, liquid, or gas. So this is going to separate into different components. Remember, it's a compound. So there is a component of hydrogen and a component of, that is, sulfate. So here this one is going to be H, then we can put even a 2 here. So this 2 which is here, it's going to be here. So H, 2H, then we're going to put a positive. So this one is going to be aqueous, then plus, we're going to have sulfate, and then this one is going to be 2 minus. So this 2 is balancing. Hydrogen here has a 2, hydrogen here has a 2. Then this is S, that is O with a 4. So when a radical is ionized, it's either it can form a negative charge or a positive charge. In instances of a sulfate, it forms a negative charge. Having done that, it means we have written the equation showing the ionization of dilute sulfuric acid. Ethanoic acid. When we want to write ethanoic acid, it has a chemical formula of CH3, then COO, then H. This is going to be in aqueous. So this is the formula for ethanoic acid. Remember, this is a functional group of COOH. So when we ionize this one, we're going to find that the acid which is here is CH3COO. Then this hydrogen is a different component. So we're going to write CH3COO, and then this one is going to be negative. Then we're going to say aqueous. Then plus, this one is going to be H positive and also aqueous. When we've done that, it simply means we've also ionized, that is ethanoic acid. We've written a proper balanced ionic equation symbolizing how ethanoic acid can be ionized. I hope you find this video very much beneficial for an exam build-up preparation. Make sure you grab a paper and relate the same to some of the previous questions and papers that have come in the previous years in order to build on self-reliance and self-dependence. Remember, you are the only person that truly knows, and you are the only person that entirely knows how best you are trying to create a proper preparation that can prevent a poor performance. This has been your tutor, Mr. Sensor, from Sensor Academy School of Tuition. Still in the next video. For now, it's a very goodbye.